Today we're going to visit Little House on the Prairie, and then we're going to talk about what's next for the Geocacher vlog. So, let's go! Okay, so it's a little dark and a little windy today, especially in this tiny little cabin. We're actually inside a cabin that is a replica of one that Laura Ingalls Wilder talked about in one of her books. Take a look around. It's not huge. It's definitely more like today's one bedroom than it is for a family. But I thought it's a really interesting piece of history and kind of a fun thing to check out. Okay, so the little building that we are in now is the Wayside Post Office. It was a post office from 1885 to 1977. No, I don't really have those facts memorized. It's just right there behind me on the wall. Anyway, this is a cramped post office, but it is really interesting to see, how it would have looked back before we had our big long lines and our big giant post offices. Take a look through this little door here. It's just like one room, little post office with scales, little cabinets, boxes and everything. Okay, so as you can probably guess based on the stuff you can see behind me here, this is a little one-room school building. The interesting thing is it's not just the school building, as you see. There's a lot of really interesting things, the old desks, the old piano. You can see up front where the teacher would stand. But another thing that I thought was really interesting, besides of course the old chalkboard and everything else, was it kind of has like medicine bottles and other interesting things you might have seen a doctor at the time using. I thought that was really cool. I'll take some pictures, better pictures of this stuff. And then this interesting article they have on the wall about a doctor from the area at the time who she actually mentions in the book, and he was buried in the cemetery out in Independence, which actually is also where you can find one of my geocaches if you're so interested. But I'll take a little look around here and share some pictures with you, and we'll head on over to the main building, to the gift shop, and see if we can find that cache. Okay, here we are. We're finally inside the gift shop, the visitor center that has the geocache in it. But guys, before I find the geocache, there's a gift shop. And I'm a sucker for a gift shop, so I have to go look around. Say, hi, thank you for letting me look around.
Oh, glad to have
Take
you.
a look around here. They're always very helpful. I'm going to go take a look around at the wonderful gift shop. And I'm going to check that out really quick before I get the cache, because I love shopping as much as I love geocaching. So take a look around. There's all of the, is that all of the Laura Ingalls Wilder books? All of them? Awesome. So if you're missing any, this was the first one I read. This was Little House in the Big Woods. I'm not sure if that's in order at all, but when I was little, that's the first one I read. And this was something I thought was really interesting. I'm going to get one for my walking stick. It's a little House on the Prairie pendant, if I can get it to focus there. We'll add that to the walking stick. I'll show you later. We'll take a look around here. We got these cute little banks and lots of fun stuffed animals and toys. But my favorite thing in this room is the jam. There's apple butter and peach butter. All these things I'm sure you probably don't care about, but I love apple butter. And right on back here is another room in the gift shop. Very nice. Oh, there's me. Hi. Take a look around. Oh my god, yes. Coonskin caps. Okay, this is happening. Just a second. Okay, is it me? I like it. Very nice. You said it's real too. Reminds me of my friend Barnaby the raccoon who's outside my house. Anyway, that's a different story. Rocking the coonskin. Okay, so finally I'm going to find the geocache. I've done shopping. I've spent all my money that I brought. So we're going to look around. The name of the geocache is Stitch in Time, so I'm going to kind of look around. I've looked around the shop already, and judging by the clue, which makes it pretty obvious if you look at the clue, I'm going to go ahead and look over here by the door. There's this lovely old sewing machine. We'll take a look at that and see if it's in there. Okay, so the funny thing about this sewing machine is I actually have one, well, sewing machine desk, is I have one exactly like it at home that I'm going to use to turn into my bathroom vanity. So there's a random fact you totally needed to know. Let's check in here. Empty. No, looks like some beads. That one doesn't open. There it is. There's the log. It looks like there's some little trinkets and things. Oh, a personal coin. I'll have to check that out. I collect these. Anytime somebody leaves a signature item in the cache, I switch something out for it. I just think they're fun and a little more interesting than regular dollar store trinkets. But we'll get the log sign and get this back in there. Alright, well that was Little House on the Prairie, you know, it was fun. It was really even more interesting than I thought it would be. I didn't know so much about the area before, or about the show, or how many people are interested in the show. Just in the time that I was in there, which you didn't see, the place was really busy today, and there were people, and this is just today, people from Bolivia, Finland, and Germany, not to mention people from Nebraska and Missouri and other areas close by. And she said just yesterday they had people from England, and then the other day people from Japan, which is so funny to think that this place has been here my whole life and I've never been here, and I live so close by, and even when I didn't, I visited nearby, but I've never been out here, and people are coming from other countries, you know, just to check it out. Apparently there are 9 museums, and a lot of people, when they come over, people who like the show or who like the books, come out and take a look around. It's really kind of cool to see, you know, people who are so interested in something that I just kind of thought was normal little thing near my small hometown. But I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. As far as the next thing that I'm going to be doing, I've got an interesting book. It's about, they call it Kansas Curiosities, and I'm going to be going through and I'm going to look at some of these interesting places in the book, and if they have a geocache there, I'll go and I'll find the geocache, and if they don't, and if it's close enough for me to be able to maintain a cache there, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get permission and put an interesting cache there, or at least a cache that takes people to an interesting place, because I think a lot of people don't realize how many cool and interesting places there are here in this little corner of southeast Kansas and, you know, the rest of the state. And, you know, if you have any suggestions for interesting places in, you know, in Oklahoma or southeast Kansas or Arkansas, Missouri, just let me know, and I'd love to come out and take a look and, you know, see something new. Until then, I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye. Look, it's an ass and a donkey.